एक और सवाल है सर। सर
एक और माइक दे दीजिए वहां पे।
Since the security issue, I would be dealing in quite details, and I think that all the questions which have been raised or would be in your minds, they all will be answered when I address the August gathering. There is no point in repeating.
That's fine, sir. Thank you. There were two more points. One was related to land acquisition, that how the state can, both HUL and I think Adani raised the issue of land acquisition and land records rather than land acquisition, that how the state can make the land records more transparent and more easily accessible. हम सभी लोग जानते हैं कि बिहार में लैंड होल्डिंग्स छोटे ही हैं। बड़ी जो ऐसी स्टेट्स हैं, राजस्थान या गुजरात, जहां बड़ी बड़ी लैंड होल्डिंग्स हैं, यहाँ लैंड होल्डिंग्स छोटी हैं, तो ज्यादा काश्तकार या ज्यादा लोगों की जमीनें होती हैं। तो ये रिक्वेस्ट आया है कि कैसे हम लोग उनको, जब प्राइवेट लैंड लेते हैं तो कैसे हम उनका वेरिफिकेशन कर सकते हैं। आई विल रिक्वेस्ट द ऑनरेबल चीफ सेक्रेटरी टू रेस्पॉन्ड टू दिस पॉइंट।
ये बहुत ही रेलिवेंट पॉइंट है। मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि राज्य सरकार का जो रेवेन्यू डिपार्टमेंट है, जो लैंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन देखता है, वो काफी तेजी से इस पर काम कर रहे हैं कई तरह से। राज्य के जितने जमाबंदी है, जमाबंदी वो कहते हैं जो किसी लैंड होल्डिंग का रिकॉर्ड किसी एक आदमी के नाम होता है, उन सब को कंप्यूटराइज करके ऑनलाइन कर दिया गया है। एनीबडी कैन सी और एक्सेस और बी सेटिस्फाइड विद द डिटेल्स, चेक कर सकते हैं। ब्लॉक लेवल पर रिकॉर्ड रूम्स बना दिए गए हैं जहां लैंड रिकॉर्ड सेफ और सुरक्षित हैं। डिजिटल मैप्स अवेलेबल हैं डेजिग्नेटेड काउंटर से। जमीन का नक्शा किसी को चाहिए, कहीं चक्कर लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है, एवं होम डिलीवरी है। पूरे राज्य में लैंड सर्वे शुरू कर दिया गया है ताकि सारे रिकॉर्ड ऑफ राइट्स अप टू डेट हो जाएं। म्यूटेशन का प्रोसेस भी कंप्यूटराइज कर दिया गया है। और फर्दर जो आप कह रहे हैं, उन चीजों को हम लोग सरल बनाने के लिए और भी काम करेंगे। मेरे साथ श्री विवेक कुमार सिंह साहब बैठे हैं जो डेवलपमेंट कमिश्नर हैं। इनका सीधे सभी डेवलपमेंट डिपार्टमेंट पर सुपरविजन है। और साथ ही साथ ये हाल ही में कुछ महीने पहले तक रेवेन्यू और लैंड रिफॉर्म्स डिपार्टमेंट के भी एडिशनल चीफ सेक्रेटरी थे। तो मैं उनसे रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं कि मेरी बातों को थोड़ा और एलेबोरेट कर दें, और जो लैंड रिकॉर्ड एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में जो सुधार किए जा रहे हैं आपके लिए, उसको यूजर फ्रेंडली बनाने के लिए उस पर प्रकाश डालें। विवेक जी प्लीज।
धन्यवाद सर, आपने बेसिक बातें बता दी। टू रिस्पॉन्ड टू योर एंजाइटी, आई वुड से दैट since December 1st, 2017, we have started digitalizing our land records. And today, all the Jamabandi, which is actually a transactional land record for Bihar, because, I mean, since you deal with the country, Bihar and Bengal, they had a different system, which was the Zamindari system. So here, originally, during the East India Company time and later during the British time, the land records were kept with the Zamindars. Unlike other places in North India and South India, where you had the Rayatwari system or the Mahalwari system. So these fundamental difference you have to understand and appreciate, that while the government oblique the East India Company, which is the person manning the area and the authority manning the area, they had all the records. Bihar did not have that. So our slate was not as clean as the other slates. Having said this, we started off in 2017, and after we did the digitalization, we have around 3.96 crore Jamabandis. That is around 40 million Jamabandis, which basically give a Jamabandi is nothing like a passbook. It's something like a passbook where it will tell you that these are the 10 plots that I have. This is the kind of revenue that I have to pay. And this is the, sorry, I'll just take a second. So Jamabandi is something which is sacrosanct for us. Now today, if you want to transact in land, You go to the Bihar Bhumi portal, you can do it right away. So there is a general misconception and myth of people who have dealt with land in earlier periods. So you would think that for everything you have to go to the Anchal. No. If you so desire, you stay back. We have a team which will guide you and tell you that what is the plot that you're talking about and who owns the plot. Maybe the ownership has not changed, but nobody can say today that the land records are opaque or not transparent. So that is one thing that we have done. I'd ask the Industries Department to convene Zamini Bate, which we do a one-on-one engagement with the people who have land issues. We can have people out here and your exact problem. Because talking in generic terms many a times may not help. Because when you talk about history, you talk about the legacy, you talk about the mindset that you have. If you have any specific issue, then I can guarantee you even my data entry operator can come and sit in the back office here and tell you the land that you are talking about, who is the actual owner, who's got the Jamabandi in that name. So that clarity is there. The second issue which was generally bothering many of the investors was the land possession certificate which the banks want. Now that is fully online. If you apply for a land possession certificate, the circle officer is duty bound to give that online certificate within a week, which used to take months. In terms of survey, we are the pioneering state. No state in the country has done aerial photography and followed it up with ground truthing and come up with a revised map which is as of now. It is on real time. All the survey maps of the country are either 50 years old, 100 years old, so we are contemporary to that extent. So we must admit that while we had a lot of historical legacy to deal with, today we are at par or better than many of the states, and in spite of that, if you feel that whatever he is saying is not authentic, you can respond to the Industries Department. We'll get a special session done for you and tell you the lands that you want to acquire for yourself, whether it is proper or not.
Thank you, sir. Just one more point I would request the development का उसके पहले मैं माननीय उद्योग मंत्री जी का यहाँ पे स्वागत करता हूँ विभाग की तरफ से जो अभी यहाँ पे आए हैं। एक और बिंदु सर जो उठाया गया था भारत ऊर्जा की तरफ से कि हमें मेज और राइस कल्टीवेशन चूंकि अभी डिमांड बढ़ेगी तो उसको प्रमोट करना चाहिए। I will request the Development Commissioner to respond on this issue.
Again, coming to maize, since I was also, in a government service, you are in maize department, so I was also in the agriculture department. Maize, in terms of productivity, we are the best in the country. And anyone I went to a workshop in Delhi, in a FICCI seminar, where everyone was talking about the Gulab Bagh Mandi. If you don't know, Gulab Bagh is the marketplace in Purnia, which supplies maize to the entire world. All the exporters go there, they book their things in advance, get it on the railway rake, and then send it to the ports. So while we are very happy with the maize production as of now, the ethanol industry has to work out a strategy to ensure that the supply of maize is not depleted. We have had systems elsewhere. The industry, the Vimco, the entire popular in the Tarai region of Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh and now Himachal also. The entire popular industry was promoted not by farmers themselves because they are not very sure of the market. So Vimco had a buyback arrangement whereby the farmers knew as to how much they should produce and what is the kind of return that they got. The same thing has happened in sugarcane. So if you want a static and a fixed market for yourself for the purpose of maize, fixed suppliers, fixed producers, then you must have some arrangement because no farmer will produce surpluses which will not sell. So they'll wait and watch.